Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Here today for some more VRS GT3 action this week from Road America in the Ferrari this time around. Managed to actually qualify well. Nearly got pole, nearly, but not quite. In second, which is the worst spot I could be because of single screen. It's always difficult to try and get a good jump. So we're probably going to get swamped. As long as I don't get killed, I'm not too bothered if I drop back a little bit, whatever. 22 car field, 2500 soft, so only split the once, so soft's not too high. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Usual shenanigans, no tyres, fuel required. Yeah, we'll see, and I'm pretty sure right behind us is I assume, the actual AJ Allmendinger, who, anyone knows American Open Wheel Racing, was in IndyCar and the back with Champ Cars, I think, as well. So, add another real-life driver to the list that's been raced against. I might have raced him before, though, I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, see how we go. The Quirk tyres, Tyson in here as well, so he'll probably jump us big time off the line. But we'll see what we can do here. Hopefully we can not die too badly, but you know, whatever.
Get ready, going green. Don't pass the one car. The pace car is in.
Yeah, see, I knew my reaction would be bad. Thankfully, AJ was ready.
Green, green.
Quirk tyres was obviously going to jump me, but I knew it was going to happen.
Road is now open.
Righto, let's get in the groove. Much more sedated. I was expecting to get swamped, but thankfully I could just see Brian's front left tyre there on the edge of my screen, so I wasn't too badly disadvantaged, thank God. So yeah, AJ being patient, thank God. We're all just trying to get in the groove, I think. I am anyway. Gotta watch the grass there. Don't want to get too greedy with it. Macca's going to be pretty dicey through there, I think. Fez is pretty planted. It doesn't really feel like it gets too loose through the kink, but the Macca's pretty deadly, especially in hotter conditions through there. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure it's pretty cool at the moment in this race. Oh, Tyson. Tyson dancing with death a little bit there. Like I'm a little bit off center, but anyway. Very surprised with AJ. He's being very patient. Generally, a lot of real-world drivers are not. Generally, uber aggressive because, you know, ego and all that. And doing it in real life, they don't tend to care too much in virtual, but it's good to have one that, so far at least, has actually been really patient. He could have bombed me down here at lap 1, but he didn't. He decided to just stay back and play it patient, which is good to see. Bit too early. Just throttled a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Tyson on edge again. Me and AJ are getting held a little bit here, I think. Not much, but just a little bit. They are getting away slowly from the rest of the pack, which is good. Brian is slowly pulling on us though, so it's becoming a 3-horse race for P2. But either way, whatever. Fortunately, the Macca is the Macca. It's just got straight line speed coming out the arse, so it's where it gains back all the time. May not be very quick through the corners and be a bit skittish through the corners, but it just has so much top end speed. And obviously Road America, with the amount of straights it has, it suits it quite well, so that's why you do tend to see some more Maccas here. Because if you can handle it, keep on top of the car, it's quite quick around here, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure from memory driving the Macca around here, it's pretty dicey through the sweeper. You're always a bit slow through there because it's pretty dicey. And then obviously the kink, it's very scary. As I say, definitely, especially in hot weather. Not so bad in cooler weather, but even then it still just can snap on you, seemingly at random. Really surprised with AJ, as I say, he's being very calm. AJ just sitting back, watching it all unfold. It's just that speed, man. Look at it. Even the slipstream, we're barely catching him. That's just how much speed the Macca has in a straight line. It's crazy how fast it is in a straight line. As I say, it's pretty much all it's got. Because in the corners, it doesn't have anything. But tracks like this in Monza, where it can really exploit that top end speed. Really quick. So it's all about basically just hanging on, fanging it through the corners and then waiting for the straights and almost walking away even in slipstream. And of course the flamethrower is also quite nice from those rear exhausts. So Tyson getting a bit of a groove, starting to pull a little bit. Trying to go with him, but as I say, not too bothered. I don't know if we just sit third, to be honest. These two ahead of me are the only two ahead of me who are, you know, high enough rated anyway, so I'm not too bothered really. Cool to beat AJ, but, you know, whatever. So I've been staying in third. We'll try second. I don't think it's going to matter too much. I think either way, from memory, the Ferrari does have quite a lot of torque, so I think it can still pull pretty well low down in the rev range. So I don't think it really matters too much whether it's second or third. It doesn't seem to really matter. I think I'm just going to poke for fuel if I can beat him that way. I can't remember how thirsty the Macca is, but I'm pretty sure the Fez is not as thirsty, I think. But I could be wrong, but that's my memory telling me. Oh, a little bit too much inside curb. Tyson going a bit the other way, a bit too much outside. Again, we have left the rest of the field by the looks of it pretty nicely behind. Yep, they're all battling, squabbling for P5, so we've left the rest of the field behind, which is good. Brian's still slowly pulling away. A bit of mid-corner understeer there. Feels a bit sluggish through there, but anyway. This feels a bit dead. Doesn't really want to turn, it just kind of sits there. Looks like we might be starting to slowly drop AJ, which is good. Quite annoying, because as you can see through the back half, because it's twisty, we close right back up to him, but then through the start of the lap where it's all straight, he just slowly goes away a little bit, so it's quite annoying, really. It's even flow battle. I think I'm happy to sit behind him, though. We're not really losing too much time to Brian. As I say, we're pulling away from everyone behind AJ, and we're even slowly starting to drop AJ a little bit now, so... So more laps like that, and I'm happy with that. We did go, looks like we are going to go PB on that one, so Tyson, I think, just picked up the pace a little bit. It's good, helping us out. Nearly a 202 in race trim, not quite. Ten minutes down, another 30 to go, just under. 22 litres, so not too much they're adding. Relatively wide fuel window. As I say, obviously in the slipstream here of Tyson, so no need for us to pit. Tyson a bit dodgy there that time round through the left-hander. If anything, I want him to keep going. I don't really want to have to fight him. Because as I say, we're getting away from everyone behind and we're just about keeping with Brian. I get the feeling Brian's got this in the bag. He just seems to have a little bit of a advantage pace-wise. Yeah, Tyson having a bit of a shit lap here. What I want, it'd be nice if he could just get that Mumbo going again, do what he was doing the last lap. And you can see how much he's waiting on the throttle, and then you just have to with the Macca. It's so slippery through there. Oh, man. A little dab of the brake from him, so he's on edge this lap. Yeah, we're still dropping AJ though, which is good. So we're still dropping AJ despite this. So as long as we're still dropping AJ and everyone behind, I don't really mind too much whether he's actually holding us up or not. As I say, I'm pretty sure Brian's got this in the bag. He just seems to have a little bit of a pace advantage on the rest of us, so I'm not too bothered about that. I'm happy to battle Tyson for a second. That could be good fun later on. But as I say, I haven't really genuinely had a chance yet. I've been trying to keep with him and have half looks here and there, but I haven't actually genuinely had a chance yet. He's quick in the right spots. And when I do catch him, it's at points where he can't really do anything, so... Now, I'd imagine that is at the actual AJ Allmendinger, who, as I'm pretty sure... I know he raced in Champ Car. I don't know if he's... I swear he's a commentator now, I think. I get the feeling he's a commentator now. For IndyCar, I think, possibly. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure he is. So... But yeah, as I say, I know he raced a Champ Car back when that was the thing, so yeah, interesting to add another one to the list. Either add another one to the list or it's first time racing for a while. I can't, so I swear I don't know, I've either raced him before somewhere ages ago or I'm just, you know, remembering things wrong. Anyway, we'll keep on the task. Pit window has opened according to JRT, but again, no real point in this pitting. In a good little spot here, so... Just going to stay out probably till the tank goes dry, I'd imagine. Probably going to be the strat. So about 7 or 8 laps. So still got a while. So it'll only be about a 4 or 5 lap dash to the end by the looks of it after the fuel stop. Yeah, I think Brian's got to the bag. He's just got that bit of pace advantage. Slowly pulling away. Got the launch. It was a good start, to be fair. He timed it well, was very steady, and then just pounded it on. You know, one of those things you can't really guess when he's going to do it. You just got to try and react as quick as you can, and you're obviously always going to be at a disadvantage in that regard. So, you know, he got the jump, got out of slipstream range, and then just been slowly pulling away ever since. So, great to him, a good race so far. Still got to finish it off, but yeah, looking good for him. Oh, Tyson going a bit deep there. Looks like he had to pick up the brake mid-corner. Oh, gee, I thought we went deep there, but looks like I was wrong. Pulled up, no problem. Sweepers where I get a good run, so I think if I'm going to make a move anywhere later on when it matters, assuming I don't die before then, but if I make it to the end I'm still in range of Tyson to have a go, I think that's where it's going to have to be, have the sweep up. I seem to be able to outbrake him at this corner as well. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, so I think that's probably going to be where I need to do it. I get a feeling. Get a really good run through the sweep up. Really good run through the sweep. I'd be right up his ass through the kink. Get a good run through there and have a look down in the right hander. I think that's realistically probably the best chance I've got, because heading rolls is just too much. Unfortunately, the Macca just gets away. So definitely left the rest of the field for dead. As I say, AJ's hanging on just about. He's right in range if we start really scuffling, which hasn't really been any sign of that happening anyway, but if we do, he's there to pounce, but otherwise we've just been slowly, you know, a tenth or two here and there. But even now, look, there's even Tyson starting to kind of pull away from me now. So I don't know, I think Tyson might have it, getting in a bit of better groove with the Macca. Every time it's through the on edge through the kink, but yeah, every time it's always the sweeper where he loses the time. The Macca just doesn't have the downforce. Be on a PB here. Tyson kind of towing us along a little bit. About to be halfway. I never used to dated race really. It's, I mean, good fun. Oh man, so close to 202. Okay. Oh, that's deep. Got away with it. Yeah, I think Tyson's gonna break us, unfortunately. Need him to make an error somewhere. I think he's just about going to break us. And we'll see how we go. We might end up having a little bit of a ding-dong with AJ, which would be quite interesting. Battling a real-world driver. Wow. I think he... Actually, I need to look... I'll have to look him up after. I'm not sure if he's still racing or not, or if he just does commentary stuff and that. I'm not sure, but I'll have a look.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
There we go, Jeff with the goods. Oh, that's a bit wide. Blame that on Jeff, obviously. Yeah, I'm going quicker, but unfortunately Tyson is too, so... starting to get in the groove with the car, I think, so... Again, you can just see through this sweeping and visibly see how much time the Macca loses through there. And the kink, it doesn't lose as much, but it's just, as you can see, it's just really dicey through the kink and really, really dodgy, you know, on edge through there, so yeah. He's had a bit of a bad end to this lap, so we've kind of got back within slipstream, so that's good. So he hasn't dropped us yet, but he just needs to string together like a couple of really good laps and he'll drop us. So did a couple of like absolute pearl of laps and he'll drop us, I think. So that's kind of what he needs to do. Does that and he's free. Otherwise, but as I say, we're just hanging in there, just about. There you go, 202 race trim, good. Dropped AJ to over a second as well. Sorry, dropped AJ to over 3 seconds, I should say. That was good through there. Thought it went deep, but it was actually very good. Oh, that was close. Oh, I nearly looped it there. I touched too far right, took the grass in the braking zone. Generally that's instant death, but thankfully it wasn't this time round. Too slow on the throttle there. Be a bit quicker. Yeah, dropping AJ more and more, which is good. Yeah, Brian just continues to pull away. Merc too strong. Always is. It's always generally at least solid wherever it goes, I've found. Never really particularly weak anywhere. Been very much an annoyance though to Tyson. We've just been this bad smell hanging around him. You know, not willing to let go. I'll probably go about there. That should be good, I think. 20 litres should be fine. Looks like we're not going to go lap extra, so... Oh, Tyson! Oh, Tyson, how'd he save that?
Side. Clear on the left.
I was convinced he was dead there. That was... Oh! Do I want to fight him? I think I do. I think I do. Man. The save. Generally when that happens in the Mackie, you don't recover. Let's get Tyson on saving that one. Let's see if we can bugger off through the handling stuff. definitely there. There we go, wow. I was convinced Tyson was dead, and I was really worried. That's why I didn't really go past him straight away, because I thought he might spear right. Whoa, that was deep.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Tyson in. Looks like he might have almost had another slide through the sweeper because he dropped back even more, so good. Just gotta keep doing what we've been doing all race, just bringing it around. There you go, Macca bites again. Try and have a decent in-lap. Yeah, the Macca is deadly though. That's the thing with it. Get a slide, and to be credit to him on saving that, because generally once it slides like that, that's it, you're gone. So that's why I was skeptical. That's why I wasn't passing him straight away, because I was fearful of him. His car snapping across the right. Very good lap so far. So 20 litres should be enough fuel. Whee, sun's suddenly coming out. Love the dynamic weather. It is quite cool. Having the clouds, cloud cover change. Some sunlight coming through.
The lead is pitting now.
Yep, we'll be in two. Bit passive in the lane, but it's fine. As I said, 20 litres should be fine. No tyres. Yada yada. Cool. Probably, as I said, probably lost some time in the lane, being too passive as I usually tend to be coming to the pits, but just like to be safe. Now, it should be near the front pit lane because we did qualify towards the front of the field, and there we are up there. So it should be about 5-6 laps dash to the end. Right. There's Tyson. It's pretty much status quo, more or less. And a little bit of time on Tyson, but not too much. Man, we have a line ball on fuel. More line ball than I wanted to be, but it's okay. Man, Brian gained more still in the lane. Wow. Wow. It's pretty incredible. That's the apex a bit there. We are literally on the dot with fuel, so we're gonna have to probably save a little. I don't think we need to save too much, just a little bit. It's just so sluggish through there. It really feels like it just kind of lumbers in the mid corner. I think it's just that kind of corner. Those cambers a bit off camber, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that was slow. Wow. Now I'm just driving really badly. Still getting away from Tyson or keeping the gap apparently, despite driving very poorly, but that's alright. Might be the heat though, with the sun coming out, it's probably heating up the track a bit, so pace is probably dropping a little. I think it would drop 6/10, but anywho. Just keep going. As I say, we're still getting away from Tyson and AJ, so everyone must be suffering from it. Definitely suddenly feels just a little less sharp. You know, Tyson's actually struggling all of a sudden. AJ might even have half a sniff at him, maybe. I was a second down on the laps I was doing earlier, and I haven't lost much time to Brian either, so get a feeling it might be that sun just heating up the track a bit. yeah, it definitely doesn't feel as responsive. So I think it's just the heat from the sun. So, but yeah, we're looking good. All we got to do now, bring it home, another few laps, and then we're looking good for a P2 and a pretty, yeah, just sort of one of the more sedated and straightforward races I've had, really. You know, the start was very calm. You know, everyone was very sensible and just chilling behind Tyson. Then mistake, get by him. That was the thing. I think all I needed to do was just clear him through this stuff, and I would have been right. And I was in the end. Oh man, that was very bad. I was just lazy. Oh man, she doesn't want to turn all of a sudden. All of a sudden, she's become a boat. So I get a feeling the sun being out, and it's been out for a while now. Oh, here we go, no, duck back behind the clouds again, so I bet the track will suddenly come alive a bit as the temps drop again. Should be 3 to go. Flash of thank you to the old mate there. Yeah, definitely the track's definitely. And that's interesting to see the evolution, the change of the track with the dynamic weather, you know, just the sun coming out for what was probably, I think it was 5-10 minutes the sun came out for, and it's just completely changed how the track's behaving or responding to the car. Really interesting. You know, and a cool thing with having actual dynamic weather now, unlike before it was just all static. Get a feeling we're all in bring it home mode anyway at the moment. I sort of am more trying to stay in, you know, bring the home mode. So it should be 2 to go this time by. Again, we're line ball on fuel. We should be okay. It's kind of evening out to where we want it, so it's not too bad. Good old Fezza though. I do, again, it's a car that I've mentioned it before, but it's a car that I didn't really drive too much when it first came out. I didn't really like it too much when it first came out. But I think they did, you know, bop it as they used to bop GT3s more back when they were actually using it. GT3s for the GT Endurance Series, the World Championship Series. And you know, they bopped it around and got it, and you know, definitely changed it slightly. Still had obviously the baseline characteristics, but you know, it definitely tweaked it and helped. And yeah, and then they, I mean, I think, again, the one problem with it is it's so dominant at Le Mans, just because of the torque this thing has. It's just pulls at Le Mans, because it's able to have the sort of straight line speed that the Macca has, but still have the handling that the Macca doesn't have. So yeah, so it's a bit dominant at Le Mans. But other than that, as I say, it's good fun. It's a car that I was kind of warmed to a bit. Probably, as I say, helps with the bop changes. Maybe they just, one of them just sort of tweaked with me a bit better. But I think as well, it's just a thing of warming to the car. You know, I've slowly driven it, you know, bit by bit as the bops came out and things have been tweaked or whatever. And yeah, it's been growing on me for sure, and the more I've driven it, the more I've gone, this is actually, you know, a good set, or a decent set. It's actually a good car. It's a good car to drive, you know. It feels good, doesn't understeer too much. Feels stable. Definitely a very stable feeling car. Just kind of, again, mirrors the GT, but GT is similar. It's a very bit of a softer car that just feels really stable and planted. So, anyway, about to come over for the final lap. Brian just been dominating or racing that Mercedes. He just got the lead, buggered off down the road, and haven't really seen him since then. But yeah, it's been a good race. I think we had 1 or 2 off tracks. I think literally all we had. We've kept it consistent pace all race, apart from the last little bit when the sun came out and kind of killed the track a bit. But other than that, we've been maintaining pace. And yeah, look, we're on to have a good result here, which is good. Good to actually get a good run. Yeah, leader only just got by for the extra lap. Yeah, confirmed white flag, which is good. Always good to get that just to make sure. There's absolutely no way we'll make an extra lap, so at this point we'll probably cross the line with about, I'll have a look in a second, but yeah, about 0.3, 0.4 of a litre, so it'll probably cough right after we get to the line. So haven't ended up getting fuel pretty much bang on. I mean, we have been saving a little bit, but not too much, just a little bit here and there. But, you know, you do it right, you shouldn't really lose much time, if any, fuel saving. Just with lifting into braking zones, you shouldn't really lose much, if any, time anyway, so. Good stuff, though, good stuff. Really enjoyable. As I say, bit of a sedated one, really. I mean, as I say, we were behind Tyson for a lot of it, and that was fun trying to chase him down. But as I say, I wasn't really, you know, I was happy to just sit behind him because we were, as I said, we were slowly pulling AJ after the first sort of 4 or 5 laps. We were starting to pull, so I was at that point. I just wanted to sit behind and, you know, pull away from AJ and then get in our own space and then attack later on maybe. So, you know, it's kind of a battle, but not, you know, I wasn't desperate to pass him. But yeah, either way. Oh, looks like AJ might have had a moment back there. He's dropped back, so rip AJ. Still going though, so. There we go. Going to be a P2 for GT3 VRS. Good fun. I really do like Road America. I know some people really don't like this track, but no, man. It's a bit like, and again, Sebring's another one, funnily enough, that's quite, you know, people seem to either love it or hate it, but I don't know, man. They just sports cars around the track, you know, Sebring, Road America, they just work, they just fit. But there we go. Going to be P2 as the 3-car VRS GT3 Sprint Series in the Ferrari. Yeah, as I say, good fun. Happy with that.
It's over. Great job.
Yeah, 0.6,
really well.
actually, a little bit more than I thought. That's good. So, yeah, no, that was good. As I say, just solid. You know, raced solidly. Didn't make any errors really at all. It was, yeah, that was good. No, really nice to get another good race. Whenever I can get a nice solid race, it's always good for me. I'm always happy with that because it just confirms to me that maybe there is something still there despite the rust. So, again, hope you guys enjoyed as always. And until the next one, it's bye for now.